welcome back to another review of me, Kevin, from Kevin Grant on Whisky. This week, we've got a Highland whisky, which is from Loch Lomond Distillery. This one's a little bit different though, it's not your usual thing that you would see. This is a single grain whisky, but here's the crazy part. It's malted barley, so how can we call it single grain? Why is it not something else? So the cool thing with this single grain whisky is that it's been used in a continuous still. So Ioannis Coffey, the man that invented the continuous still, it's been going around for forever. He built a still which can completely keep going for hours on end and just continuous. So it's a big tall still. I'll try and put a picture in maybe at the end of the video. It's completely different to a pot still. It's just this big narrow, kind of like a bottle shape, just straight up, and it just goes round. It's got all these coils in it which just keeps going and going and going and down the other side. So it's completely different compared to a pot still. So it can be single grain because it's been continuously distilled. So this is Loch Lomond's single grain whisky. It's got some cool things about it. It's 46% ABV. I think it's natural colour. I'll let you see it for yourself. I'll pour it in a glass. So it's nice and light. It's non-age statement. You can't even see the colour of it because the bottle is just blacked out as well. So single grain, it threw me at first because when I did a little bit of research on it, it said it was malted barley, and I thought, oh, why is that? But because it's in a continuous still, they can call it a single grain. And technically it is still a single grain if we really look into it. But this whisky, I was having a look at my bottles and thinking, I've been doing this for I think a year now on my channel, and I thought, oh, I'm kind of getting through on my bottles here. So seeing this is one that I've not done before, and I thought I'd bring it out. And I've not had a dram of this for a while until I did last night. I had my first game of golf yesterday in I think 7 months or so, and I wrote a wee thing on Twitter just saying what should I drink, and then Multi Missions Menno got in touch and said, why not have a Loch Lomond because of the open sponsorship of the golf? And I thought, great idea, I'm sure I've got a Loch Lomond. So I had a dram last night, I really enjoyed it. So I thought I'll do a wee review today on this Loch Lomond. So first of all, we'll have a little look at it, we'll get into the colour, we'll get into the smell, get into the taste, and just kind of overall what we think of it. So I'll show you this. So look at the colour, it's super light in colour. But that's not going to take anything away from this flavour and smell. Straight away on the nose from this whisky, it's sweet, it's fresh, it's clean, it's not a tangy citrus smell. It's more your Caribbean citrus, so pineapples, mangoes and things. It's maybe not a sour apple, but more of a sweeter apple note you get from it. And again, you get like if you're having a birthday cake, you know the icing on the outside, it's not the soft icing, but it's thick if you tear it off. It's that kind of icing to it as well. It's got that sweet Caribbean fruits plus a nice, not superficial, sweet icing to it. It doesn't smell young. Yes, it's a non-age statement. It could be really young, it could be older than it is, I really don't know, but it smells very well balanced, but super fruity on the nose, that soft sweet fruits. We'll get it on the palate, why not? Slange everyone. The fruits stay there, very well led. There's a slight, I would say, little malty note to it, maybe a digestive biscuit, like a soft cookie. If you're watching from overseas, a soft cookie or a digestive biscuit. It's still got that sweetness to it. The Caribbean fruits definitely stay there. It's quite soft going down. It is a little bit oily. It does want to hang around the mouth as well. It's got a really nice mouthfeel, good coating to it. Very enjoyable. yeah, I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed it last night. I'm enjoying it today. I don't know how much I've got left because I can't see. Not because I've had too much whiskey, I just can't see it in the bottle. But it feels like I've got a few grams left in there, which is good. If you're new to the channel as well, welcome everyone. If you're new, if you want some weekly whiskey content, hit the subscribe button below. I will be here every single week doing reviews and sometimes giving away some cool whiskey as well. The other really cool thing about this whiskey is it's under £30. So you're getting 46% ABV, which is absolutely brilliant. I am going to say it is natural colour just from the look at it. I think was something, you can see a lot of whiskies which don't have an age statement and could be young. They would like to add a little bit of colour to make it look older and more inviting. But do not let this put you off. Definitely don't. This kind of black type bottle, you don't know what's in there, but what is in there is something really easy drinking. £25 I think to £28, under £30 anyway is what you can pick this up for, and it's one if you're looking for something a little bit different. It's American oak matured, so you got the bourbon cask influence there. It's very exciting on the palate. For me, it's a very stripped back whiskey, not super complex, fruity, little bit sweet, but still got the character built into it, and it's a single grain, so it's something a little bit different that you can put into your cabinet. And I think a lot of bourbon is the continuous still format. I think is it Michter's or Mitchers? I've not tried, but I think they might have a continuous still where they are. So if you're a bourbon drinker, you might have a wee idea a bit better idea than myself. But I'm going back in for another wee dram. The thing is, well, it's oily. It does coat the mouth. There's no spice for me. There's no smoke. There's just this clean, super clean whiskey, and it's 46%. I think that's a real big selling point for me. 40%, I think this would lack in depth. But 46%, I'm going to say, for that, you suspect it's non-chill filtered, and as I say, I think it's natural colour. So Michael Henry there is doing an absolutely amazing job. They have so many different expressions. They completely test the boundaries of whiskey and what whiskey can become and how you can mess around with it a little bit to bring out all these amazing characteristics. I think I tried one not so long ago, which was a Chardonnay yeast or Chardonnay wine cask, and it was phenomenal whiskey. So I think I will get more Loch Lomond on the shelf now after going back to this, not having it for such a long time, because it has been a great whiskey. A distillery, I think they've built their new visitor experience, but you can't go yet, so I think it will be up and running soon. But it's one I think I'll get myself booked onto. But I'm going to go and sit back again. I'm going to sit and enjoy this. I'm working tomorrow, so sorry that I'm not dressed in my usual attire. I actually forgot my shift pattern, and I thought, oh, I've got no time to do my video. So it's Tuesday today. Obviously, this goes out on Friday. So it's a little bit all over the place for me. So what I'll also do just now is I'll actually just say for the Guess the Dram, no one got it right. Everyone said that the Smoky 12, it was actually the Curiositas. I don't know if I've maybe missed something out and said it wrong, but everyone gunned for the 12-year-old, which I don't have, unfortunately, but it sounds really good, so it's one I will look out for. So no one's won that this week, so I'll do a wee rollover for next week, and I'll throw that in. So I'll find something else to do. So if you hang on, I'll get another whiskey and we'll do another game of Guess the Dram. But if you're leaving me just now, thanks for tuning in. I've been Kevin from Kevin Grant on Whiskey, and join me next week and let's talk whiskey. Sledge. So if you've hung on, here we go for another game of Guess the Dram. So the rules are, I'm going to describe this whiskey by not giving too much away, on the nose, on the palate, and maybe a little bit about the distillery to try and give you an idea of what you think the whiskey might be. If you know what the whiskey is, or you think you know what the whiskey is, leave a comment below with what you think it is, and if someone else has even stole your answer, you can still put it down, and I'll put everyone in a hat, and I'll draw out the best and fairest way possible. Alright, so you just have to try and guess what it is from this. So first of all, by colour, I can let you know this is natural colour. This is a double digit age statement, which is older than 18 years old. I can give you that so much. Matured exclusively in sherry casks as well. So if you can see the colour. On the nose, rich sherry notes. It's got that, if you know whiskey, it's got an old smell to it. Toffee, dates, that brown sugar to it as well. The ABV, I think, it's 48%. I can let you know that. Natural colour, non-chill filtered, 40%. Spent its full life in sherry casks alone. And it's over 18 years of age. It's a Highland whisky also. Let's try it on the palate. Well, I've not had this in ages, that's brilliant. It's complex, slightly dries off at the end. The dark fruits and toffee stay there as well. Super, super rich. The other thing that I'll give away on this one is that what do I want to give this away? I'll say it anyway. They're the slowest distillery claimed to be out there in Scotland. They distill the slowest compared to anyone else. So it's above 18 years old, natural colour, non-chill filtered, sherry cask, matured only, 48% ABV, and the slowest distillers. I'll leave it at that. So if you think you know what it is, leave a wee comment below, but also please leave a comment of what you thought of the video as well about the Loch Lomond. And if you've got it right, I'll put the names in the hat and I'll draw on next week's live. So make sure you hit that subscribe so you've got a wee reminder if you've put your name in the hat already. But I'm going to go and sit back and enjoy this, and I'll say goodbye for the second time. And I've been Kevin from Kevin Grant on Whiskey, and join me next week. Let's talk whiskey.